the cinema, it's only a cinema on the over-the-top OTT platform. Tandav, yes, Tandav is going on, and it's into a controversy, and that means people are knowing about it. See, there are many people who are curious about why there is a controversy. So it's got a good marketing ploy, a selling acumen from the producer that they put some kind of controversy, and in this case about a religious sentiment of the Hindus called Shiva and Tandava. So that there's a controversy and there is a political upheaval. So a lot of politicians and a lot of selling people, marketing ideas are visible in this title called Tandav, and some content of it could have provoked the sentiment of the Hindu people. Well, justifiably or not, that's a different question, but it's only a reflection. It's only a reflection that originated from what happened with Charlie Hebdo, of rage, of fury. So how did they convert the rage and fury of Charlie Hebdo in violence and in killing? Well, then there is a reflection of such things all over the world, because it's all about ultimately supremacy, dominance, influence, and capture of an ideology, a doctrine, a kind of people. Whoever follows a specific ideology or a doctrine must be captured, must be dismantled, and can be ruled. So the others want to dominate, have influence, have control, have wanting supremacy. So many sentiments has gone into this kind of controversy. So could they have overlooked this controversy to write in the writing of the script? Yes, of course. Then why did they choose, whether the writer and the producer and the director, and chose to include this controversy into the cinema, into Tandav, the movie? Because it sells. It gets people to talk about it. But such kind of response is only a reflection of something that is originally of another community who cannot handle the rage and the fury. Well, coming back to Shiva, see, Shiva is too vast. There is no way anybody can define what Shiva. And Shiva is tranquil. You got to understand the English words: tranquility, transition, transcendence, and trance. Trance as in a different space altogether, which is another dimension altogether. Is a trance. So, and from that trance only you can equip yourself to understand what is transition. Transition from point 1 to point 2. There's a different mindset of transition. Tranquility is Shiva, and it's not possible ever to define Shiva, to articulate Shiva, to give a measurement to Shiva, to calibrate Shiva. It is just beyond a book. It is beyond experience. It is just where is everything comes back to, and everything starts from. That is Shiva, where everything comes to its end and its beginning. So Shiva is just beyond, further ahead than a supernova, from where the explosion began. From there, a sense of your own emptiness, you began understanding the dimensions, the duality, that is transaction. You start relating to transaction, and that's where the books began to influence your way of thinking. And the moment the books, that one book influenced your brain, then you are devoid of a pursuit of curiosity, because you are confirmed and confined into what the diktat of the book is. You are just following instructions thereafter. And therefore, it's not possible to capture the sentiment of Shiva. And of course, everything is interspersed, interlaced, interfused with the element of Shiva, with a little bit of Shiva. And that interfuse is inside the packaging. That's what's visible to you. For example, a tree is visible to you, but its volatility is not visible to you. It is on the blind side. So you need to transcend the tree to experience that volatility, and you have to understand the transition through volatility, and after its ashes of the tree, through its volatility, will you know that it wasn't existing there at all. It was space. So that transition is also interlaced with Shiva. But the volatility of that space, in spacelessness, the volatility inside the tree, and then the tree is as visible to you, these are the Tandav. These are the visible manifestation, tangibilizing that what cannot be expressed. The minimum tangibilizing, the minimum manifestation, beginning from tranquility, is the Tandav. So, really, this Tandav cannot be captured, and the Shiva itself cannot be understood. But then some artists wanted to bring some element of political experiment and marketing technique with reference to controversy and flaring up things, and it got flared up, and now people are talking about it. It's bringing in the money, the wealth, the attention that it craved for. Now the point is, could they have skirted away? Could they have moved away from this few mention of Shiva and the Tandav? Yes. Then why did they choose this? Is it an artistic liberty? Is it a freedom of expression? Maybe not, because expression of rage and fury could have been toned down, and the tranquility and the harmony could have been enhanced. The tranquility, the innovation, the ability to be meditative, the understanding of breathing techniques, the understanding of the mindset, such things needs attention, so that we need to douse the fire that rages, that flares up, that continues to flare up, because the planet needs to cool down, your brain needs to cool down, and that's only possible through this understanding of Shiva, the unmanifest, and its own Tandav, the tangible, the manifested. And they coexist together in every which way. The coolness and the volatility, the heat itself is existing together. So this is the wisdom of the civilization of India. But this visiting civilization does not, that depends on one diktat from one book, just cannot contain this fascination, this amazement of the Indian civilization, that does not have to only use such kind of technique to sell a product, in this case the Tandav movie, so that they're stoking the controversy, so people talk about it and they get the attention. So this is only a reflection of what happened with reference to the expression of rage and fury in other parts of the world. Now the local people are also now retaliating and responding in similar method. Let this retaliation not become the rule, or rather let it remain as an exception, and let there be more meditativeness and the meditation of civilization of India and breathing techniques to cool down the brains of people and become authentic to understanding the tranquility and harmony that we need to establish among ourselves, even in the name of entertainment or even in the name of expression, freedom of expression. Remain free, remain liberated, and adhere, subscribe to the civilization of India with reference to breathing techniques, stretches for the body to get rid of your stress, and meditation as in the civilization of India. So understand, pursue, and follow the tranquility of Shiva and its own manifestation, its own tangibilization, its own expression, its own representation through transformation, as in Tandav, as in representation of tranquility.